I do want to take the time and say that I'm grateful for the owner and giving me the opportunity to film these cars, and you'll see exactly why. So let's go. And here she is. We have a 69 Camaro. It's white, 250. This would be the inline 6 cubic inches, 250 inch. But the thing is nobody would fake that. Nobody's going to put that on their Camaro. It's nothing to be proud of, so it's probably original for the car. We can see here that the car had stripes. It had black stripes that came down and around over the hood, which were available. You can see here that it is a 6-cylinder, but in order for us to make sure, we're going to come over here to the VIN. It does say 1, 2, 3, 3, which would be a 6-cylinder car. However, if we take a look at the cow tag right here, the cow tag says 1, 2, 4, 3, which the numbers on these cow tags at the top line, they came from Fisher. It says body by Fisher, so they are not associated with the engine type in the car. So this could say 1, 2, 4, 3, but the VIN number says 1, 2, 3, 3. Now, also on the cow tag, this car has 50, which means that it was a white car with a white top, so no vinyl top. And then it has 721, which is a green interior. And X11 means that it had the appearance package, so it had the chrome around the wheel well moldings, and also had the gills on the side of the car, and it had the drip rail moldings as well. Now we can see here this car also has the pinstripe on the side. They did come factory. And then we can see here that someone's actually taken the liberty to kind of tape in the windshield. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to save the car or just prevent the rust from getting any worse, because this car is pretty rusty. We can see here that the fenders, they've been ate through, but it does look like we can see here it's got the green interior. It does look like a very, very, very complete car, meaning like it's never been taken apart. We'll check the mileage on it. It says 17,112 miles. Could be 17,000 or it could be 117,000, but if we take a look, we can see that it was last driven in 1999, so I'd be willing to bet that it's 117,000 miles. So I want to talk about grills for just a second. If we come down here, we can see here that this grill is silver. Now, if this was a RS car, like it had hideaway headlights, then this grill would actually be black. There are a few exceptions depending on what color the car was painted. However, when most people restore their Camaro, they actually do not paint the inside of the grill, like this piece right here. And so normally you see Camaros and these are all blacked out, which would not be correct from the factory. Take a look at that at your next car show. Now that we're on this side of the Camaro, we can take a look and we can see that it does have the gills for the car. It also does have the wheel lip moldings for the car because it is an X11. We can see here that it doesn't have the molding strip down the side, so it's not a vinyl top car, and we learned that from the VIN tag. When you take a look inside, I don't think that it's locked. You can take a look at the trunk pan. The trunk pan, if you feel up in here, you can tell that the quarters have never been replaced. There's no lips there or anything. It all looks, even the matting behind the actual rear seat. See this black piece of cardboard right here? A lot of times when cars have been taken apart, Camaros, those aren't there. So it looks like we have a pretty complete Camaro 6-cylinder car. It's pretty much a blank canvas for whatever you'd want to build. And what we're going to do is actually talk to the owner of this car, and it is for sale. So we'll talk to the owner, see exactly what he wants, and we'll take a look at some other cars that he has as well. Hey, Kenny.
Hey, man.
This is the owner, Kenny.
How you doing?
Doing good. He's gonna actually, these are his cars, and he's gonna kind of show us everything here, and just kind of help give you guys an education on some Fords. So I guess you said you have a Mustang over here you want us to take a look at?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, I mean, you want me to open it up? You want to open it up?
Yeah.
Or?
It's a factory stir brake air conditioning car originally. The air conditioning is off.
Gotcha. No air.
And that motor, it's a COBRA engine, but it's been built. Man in Roanoke over here, Donahue.
Got the shaker hood set up on it.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, man. We'll go ahead and check the
right
Say it again.
Got the right rear end nodule and all in it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Got all that stuff.
Is it all painted underneath and not enough like that?
Yeah, fairly is. It needs cleaning. They've been sitting here and they got dirt in it. They need cleaning up, but
yeah, we'll show you.
You can see here how the cold cooked with that iron on it.
Oh yeah, the air comes right through there.
Yeah, and the condenser's gone.
See, these are screwed on.
Yeah, on that 428 car, I had this short piece right here.
This piece right here was short?
This piece, yeah.
Okay.
You know,
was that in 69 only?
Well, no, in 60, in some years, your big block, normally a 6-cylinder car has this.
Okay.
And a V8 one don't.
Interesting.
But in your big block cars, all of them had this.
Okay.
Like 67, 8, and all up through there. They had this rubber cross here.
Yeah, I know the Shelby that we did the other day had that on there. I just didn't know if it was correct factory for this car.
Well, just from short because the hood pin's on a Mark 1, but if it wasn't a Mark 1, it would come on over, so.
All the way over there?
Mm-hmm.
And the reason we know it's that is because if you look right here in the tag, you can see there's an R for an R code. 6902's fastback, R code 428. And then with this, the seats in this car, did they have that silver stripe?
No, that's 70 covers on it.
That's 70 cover?
Yeah, with the silver in it.
Okay.
They came with it. All Mark 1s came with the orange.
Yeah, I know that they had
all the mats were orange.
Orange, okay.
Yeah.
And then the louvers, were they added on from the factory, or was that the dealer option, or is that something?
You can get an option to get it on the car.
On the car?
That ain't a spoil, actually, but
Gotcha.
Most people just added them on.
Awesome. And then you said you have a Yarborough car over here?
Yeah, that's a real scale car.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to include in the video, not include in the video, just whatever we talk about, you know, and whatever makes it.
Keep it rolling.
It's the regular W front end one.
And to people who don't know, what is a Cal Yarborough car?
Well, they had to build so many. They run a lot, they made a long nose also.
Okay.
This is a W front.
And the long nose was the NASCAR version.
Yeah, they run for NASCAR.
Right.
And actually, they're supposed to build so many back then to run on a track.
I think they had to make 500, but I don't know.
But in the count, I heard in the count when they was doing them, they counted the W front ends also. They all was not long nose.
Okay.
In other words, the whole amount. They had picture of all of them sitting in a place, but they all wasn't the race version.
And they had different color paint jobs on these too.
Yeah,
like
they were white.
They were white, okay.
with the canned apple red top and trunk lid.
Oh dang, that's pretty cool. This is like a mountain, and then it's a guy and a girl.
Yeah, somebody's
holding. Yeah,
day.
That's interesting.
But this is the Windsor car, but they made them. You could get the optional 390 or the 428 in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. We're just walking through the backfield here, and Kenny has told me that this is a pretty special Cougar, so we'll take a look at it. And Kenny, I don't know much about these, but
yeah, it's a 71 plain Cougar, 91 code, non-XR7, and it came with the C code 429 Curbajet Ram Air. On the Marty sheet, it's an automatic car. but on the model sheet, it was one of 22 non-Ram Air cars, and out of the 22, it's the only one that was black with black interior.
So it's a big block, non-Ram Air car, black with black interior, Cougar. One of 22.
Yep.
That's pretty interesting.
It's a 71 Ranchero Squire C-Code steering brake air conditioning car, or Ranchero, and it's a Ranchero Squire which had the wood grain on the side, and I got a model sheet on it. It was a 60 some of them built originally.
And this was a COBRA jet car?
COBRA Jet 429.
Here, I'll show you.
I was always a favorite of the Ranchero.
So Kenny actually has a couple Mustang fastbacks, or in this case, this is a 70. We can see the zero in the VIN tag, but also we can tell that because there's no scoop in the side. But this is a sports roof car because it says 02. And did they call them fastbacks from the factory, or they were sports roof from the factory? That's what I thought. And then if it was a fastback, it was a like a Mach 1, and you have one of those over there.
Yeah.
And
here's a book tag.
Okay, it's got the buck tag on it still.
It was a white car. Yeah.
And what are you asking for something like this?
3,500.
3,500.
Yeah.
Okay, and they can just email us at barnfindA@gmail.com if you're interested in this car. But let's go take a look at the Mach 1 and we'll see how they differed. So this is a 70 Mach 1, and the reason we can tell that is, one, it has the amber lights in the front. This would not be here if it was just a regular, sports roof car. Also, the Mach 1s had the molding that went down the side. We can see here that it's got the holes drilled in for that. And then the VIN number on this car, it says OF05, and then it has an H for a 2-barrel Cleveland. But 05 would have been a Mach 1. And what were you looking to get out of this car?
3,900.
3,900.